Episode 9 is said to have a lot of twists and turns, as well as surprises by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio that'll change our perception on the past two films, as well as the prequels and the originals. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, with each day that passes by, we are getting closer to the very end of filming of this movie, and that is rather exciting because by that time comes around, we most likely will be getting that official title reveal that'll give us a little bit of an idea of the overall plot of this movie. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Rey and the First Jedi. Specifically, a description of Rey walking through tunnels made of stone, while she holds a lantern that brings a yellow glow to the tunnels with darkness that lies ahead. The next goes over Rey examining illustrations on the walls that glow in a gold color, for what's described as illustrations of the First Jedi. The drawings are described as the First Jedi wearing a long black cape and appears to be a human male. It's described that he has long hair like Qui-Gon Jinn's, and the lightsaber is described as having a blue blade. The next goes over Rey making her way down the tunnel with more drawings on the wall, now showing the First Jedi attacking other individuals, which could be ancient Sith. It's described that these illustrations are inspired by the gallery scene inside of the pyramids on Earth. So what's really interesting to me is that this most definitely lines directly up with one of the set designs that we heard about, I would say about 3 months ago. I don't know if you guys recall this, but there was an actual set design over at Pinewood that was being constructed specifically for Daisy Ridley to film, a sequence in which she goes through a cave or a tunnel system in which there is a lot of Jedi code in, of course, gold writing that actually glows in the dark, even when the lantern is actually going up against it. So what's really intriguing to me about all of this is that J.J. Abrams is not only trying to insert Jedi and Sith lore, but he also wants to make us understand exactly who the First Jedi really was and or is. Now, this is totally separate from the Prime Jedi. I don't know if you guys knew about the Prime Jedi, but in Episode 8, you do get to see the mosaic of the Prime Jedi based within the First Jedi Temple. It's a common misconception. He's not necessarily the First Jedi per se. So in this description, what's really interesting is that this character is described as appearing very similar to that of Qui-Gon Jinn. He's a human male, he's got hair length around the same length as Qui-Gon Jinn's, and he wears a black cape and actually owns a blue lightsaber blade. And one of the other illustrations that Rey comes across is the First Jedi actually attacking some other individuals, which could very well be ancient Sith. Now, what's really interesting about all of this is that this is all deeply inspired by the gallery scene within the Egyptian pyramids based on Earth. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but inside the pyramids, there's a lot of illustrations in there, a lot of gallery pieces that you can actually see that were written thousands of years ago. So you can see how both Disney, Lucasfilm, JJ, and crew are trying to kind of bring in that element of the Egyptians into Star Wars Episode 9 by explaining exactly who the First Jedi really was. Now, this most definitely takes place within the Lost City that we have been hearing about for quite a number of months now. Now, the Lost City is this city that's based underneath the surface of a mysterious planet and or world that we currently have no idea about, right? We don't really know too much about it. But the Lost City is associated with both Jedi and Sith. So the fact that Rey is going through a stone tunnel system in which on the walls we do actually get an actual description of Rey examining the illustrations of the First Jedi ever. Now that to me sounds pretty cool, the fact that JJ wants to explore that, and the fact that he's going to explore that in this movie gives us the opportunity in order to explore it further in the form of books, novels, comics, I mean, you name it, right? So JJ is essentially trying to insert new canon material that falls under the Disney era in order to really kind of make us understand the Jedi a whole lot more, and especially the First Jedi. Now, to my knowledge, I'm not even quite certain on whether or not the First Jedi was already explained in the current Disney canon. I think it might have been in the Legends/EU material, if I'm not mistaken, but you can see that Disney and Lucasfilm are really trying to cherry pick from the EU. We've had similar scenes before in the past in books, novels, comics, video games, in which, you know, we do get sequences like this of one of the actual heroes in the story going through an actual tunnel with writings on the wall. So you can see how JJ is really trying to stay inspired by not just a lot of things here on Earth, but also things from the Star Wars EU/Legends. And that, honestly, I think that, you know, is enough to give JJ respect for. I'm really crossing my fingers that, you know, this movie is really going to deliver and is really going to stand out on its own, apart from The Last Jedi, and will be a whole lot better than both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi combined. I know that's, you know, saying a lot, and I know that may very well be wishful thinking for now, but from what we have been hearing, this movie sounds like it is going to be having a lot of nostalgia and a lot of fan service. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.